welcome back to VVLV Crazy W. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about the very famous Valentino Rockstud shoes. Now these shoes are just so iconic, and they've been around for a long time. They look beautiful on all the celebs, big name people have them, and they are really stunning shoes. I have always really coveted these shoes and wanted one so bad, but at the time the price point of, I think it was about £650, maybe even £660, because of the color that I got. It was just too much. It was like, oh my god, can I justify for one pair of shoes over £600? So I left it. I didn't bother for the longest time. Anyway, there just came a time when, you know, we know girls, we know how this is. We keep thinking about it, and we keep thinking about it, and we keep thinking about it. And then it just burrows into our brain until we get to a point where we just say, you know what, I'm going to just bite the bullet on this. And that's pretty much what I did, you know. But I did watch lots and lots of YouTube videos on them before I bit the bullet. And the more videos I watched, the more I wanted it. Now, what was interesting though, there was only one YouTuber that was a bit negative about the wear of the shoe. That was Sophie Sohead, very popular YouTuber. I subscribed to her. But because there was so much positive from everyone else, I was like, oh, well, maybe, you know, maybe she walks crazy. Or, you know, I made an excuse for why her shoes was so worn in literally just a couple of hours of wearing them. And she didn't walk very far. She literally just went from her place, from her car to the restaurant and back. That's it. And and then the back of the shoe was ruined. But I didn't want to hear that, because I'd already made up my mind that I wanted the shoes. So I decided I'm going to bite the bullet. Watched so many videos. They look beautiful on the feet. Oh my god. And so I bit the bullet. So I can't remember the year. We've got to be going back at least 2 or 3 years now. I bit the bullet and I purchased the shoes in March. So let me show you the shoes. I had gone to Valentino. I'd gone to Valentino to try them on first to make sure that I got the size right, but I ordered them online. So this is the box that they came in. Everyone bangs on about how the box feels soft. It feels like a box. It straight up feels like a box. Like, oh, it's velvety. It ain't velvety, it's just a freaking box. So it came like this, nicely packaged. And you can see my size. I got a 37.5 size, and it's a bronze leather shoe with a 100mm heel. 100, I would say just 100 in case, because I'm not good at sizes. And it came beautifully packaged. Like, if I can open the box. It came beautifully packaged. It was like, there's just so much packaging going on in here. So so just so you can see the box, okay? Everybody likes getting these red boxes. All right then, so now let's take a look at the shoe. Now, if you've watched my earlier videos, you will have seen me sort of like just showcase these. So this is the colorway that I went for. Gold is definitely my color. Gold really suits me. They are the, let me put this one down, the 100mm heel, and looks quite high. But honestly, the one thing that I can say about these shoes, I like to wear high heel shoes, but after a while, they really hurt your feet. People, these are, and I'm not lying, the most comfortable heeled shoes I have ever worn. They are absolutely so comfortable, and I put them to the test. I've even wore them, not this particular, I have wore these to work. I wore them to work one day, and I have to stand up and do, you know, sometimes teaching, and my feet were comfortable all day. So if you have a look, so this is my shoes. So I bought these. Look at the Rockstuds, absolutely stunning. Yeah, look, I got like a bronze leather, metallic leather, and that's the one that I wanted. No, so it's quite lovely. Now I got these in let's say it was a March, and my birthday was in the beginning of April. So when I purchased them, I didn't wear them straight away. I just like was looking at them a lot. So I didn't wear them. I thought I'd save them for my birthday and wear them on my birthday. So my birthday rolls up, I decide to wear them. So I put them on in the house, walked 2 steps to my car, drove to the restaurant, went inside the restaurant, had my meal with my family, came out, got back home. And you know what? The heel tip came off. That's all I was doing. I didn't do much. The heel tip came off, and I also noticed that the scuff on the very tip of the shoes. So because they come to such a sharp point, the scuff right there, and the heel tip came off on both of them. And there was, again, look, scuff right at the front of the shoe. That's pretty much, because I hardly wear these now. I like out. And I just couldn't. That was from one wear. One wear, guys. I'm not joking. I don't walk like a crazy person. I just walk normal. And I couldn't believe it. I spent all this money on these shoes, and after one wear, I thought there's got to be something wrong. This can't be right. So I took him back to Valentino, and I explained to the lady. I said, listen, you know, I had them. I wish I'd have just worn them straight away. Then maybe I could have gotten them to swap the shoes. I don't know what I wanted, because it appears to be that they're delicate anyway. So I went back and I explained. I said, listen, look, this scuff is already happened here. The heel tips already come off. I wore them once for you know, less than a couple of hours. And they were just making excuses. They say, well, the type of leather that we use is so delicate. It is this particular one that you chose is more prone to scuffing than the patent one. And I said, but what's the excuse with the heel tip? I can't believe that's just come off. And they said, well, tell you what we'll do. We'll repair it and we'll charge you £16. I said, you're going to charge me? I wore the shoes one time. I can go and buy Clark shoes and wear them freaking 20 million times, and they ain't going to act like this. And then eventually I said, you got to get the manager. And this is not acceptable. See, this is what happens when poor people buy expensive shit. You lose your shit. Well, I'm poor, and I honestly didn't expect it. I was so taken aback by how easy they were to damage. I'm like, really, they're that delicate? I had no business buying this kind of shoe. If I'd have known that, I would not have bought this particular shoe. So anyway, so they the manager agreed to charge me less, like £6, because I thought, well, I can go to a cobbler's and get this done for much cheaper. So, but I wanted them to sort of, you know, address the leather. Maybe they could sort of respray. I don't know. I don't really want to show the bottom, but you see this tip here. They said that they would do this free of charge because the tip gets worn down very easy. It's a known problem. So I said, yeah, do that, and then just replace that. And then they had my shoes for about 3 weeks. And when I came back thinking, right, okay, they had replaced this bit. They had indeed put this part on, but they left the scuffs on the tips. They had not made any effort to fix the scuffs at the front whatsoever. So look at that. So now look at the shoes that I paid £650 for. £650 for. The good thing is there's been no issue here, and I think Sophie's had the issue there. The heel, there was some damage to the heel, but the cobbler has done his best to fix it, because that wasn't the first time that happened. That happened again. So as soon as they replaced it, as soon as they replaced the heel tip on Valentino's, it just kept happening and happening. These shoes have been to the cobblers. I decided not to bother going to Valentino's. I just said, I'm going to go to the cobblers. And I've had these heel tips put on at least six times. Because every time I wear them, it's sort of like, no, what happened was I replaced it with steel caps, steel tips. That was a big mistake, because then the shoes sounded cheap when I was wearing them. Just made such a bloody racket. So I had to take them back and got them taken off and replaced. So it's actually, so I've been lying actually. So it was with these particular shoes, I've took them 3 times. So 3 times. So Valentino replaced them. They came off again. I put the steel ones on. They were making too much racket, sounded like cheap shoes, and I took them off and put these on. And so far they've held up okay. They've held up okay. I mean, they are really, really, really stunning, and they look awesome on. But honestly, people, really do think about the leather that you're going to be choosing when you choose your first Valentino shoes. Think about the leather. Think about whether you get the patent ones or the matte ones or whatever. I mean, the lady in the store said if I got the patent ones, I wouldn't have had this much scuffing, but because I got the soft, delicate leather, that's why. And so the other thing I would advise, if you're going to buy these shoes, don't order them offline, and because at least you can ask loads of questions to the salespeople, and then you can hold them to what they say. So me personally, I wouldn't bother sending them back. And honestly, I would probably, I don't know if I could take the chance of asking the cobblers to try and, you know, recolor this. But the good thing is when you've got them on, you barely notice it. You don't notice it. But I suppose that's what you expect with the tips being so pointy. It is, you've got to expect that. So, but the good thing is when I do wear them, they still look absolutely stunning. They look really, really gorgeous on. So I'm going to just try them on and let you see them. So guys, my advice to anyone looking to purchase their first, oh, that's bothering me. My advice to anyone looking to buy their first Valentino pair of shoes, they are beautiful. Like, they are absolutely beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I've made my psychological peace with how delicate they are, then I know that I can't just wear them anywhere. I can only wear them in place indoors. If I'm walking outside for a long distance of time, I'm not wearing these. It's like only to parties or to events where I'm indoors. So I'm not going to compromise the shoe, this particular one. Do your research. Go into the store, ask a lot of questions, ask for the more hard-wearing ones. Don't go for the soft, delicate leather ones like this one, and so that you're not disappointed, because to be disappointed with your first pair of Valentino shoes, it's not a nice feeling. It's not a nice feeling when you spend a lot of money on something and you're disappointed, and it just becomes like a massive regret. I massively regret, you know, buying these shoes at times, but then there's times where I'm just grateful that I at least have one authentic pair of Valentinos. I wouldn't be bothering, you know, people do sell them also. I wouldn't be bothered with that. I'll just keep it. They are really, really comfortable. I can't even tell you. They are very comfortable pair of shoes, but you've got to get your size. Get the size that really fits you. And because they have half sizes, there's no reason why you can't. Now, I know they have the smaller, the kitten heel ones. After my experience with these, oh God, it's only because my arm's hurting. After my experience with these, there's no way I'm going to be giving Valentino any more of my money. And that's the honest truth about it. That's the honest truth. I do absolutely love the shoe though. I love the look. They're a showstopper. They're 100% a showstopper. But are they worth it? In my opinion, particularly these ones, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But I have one. I would, and that's what's preventing me from buying another pair. It's just not worth it to me. So there is always alternatives out there. So maybe in my next video, I will show you some of the alternatives that I have. So for those that are, you know, don't really even want to spend this kind of money on a pair of shoes, because now they retail for £720, so they've gone up. So now they retail for that. If you like the shoe, but you're not really wanting to spend the money, those women that can afford to spend them and they don't care how delicate they are or whatever, or buy the more hard wearing ones, and they're fine. They'll buy multiple pairs. You know, Valentino won't get my money again. But anyway, you live and you learn. It's an experience. But I have them. I will, and I wear them every so often. But there are others that I wear. If I want the Valentino look, there are alternatives. So for that, I will share that with you in another video. I hope you've enjoyed my video today. I hope you found what's informative. I really wish that I have paid more attention to how delicate they can be, and Sophie's video, I wish I'd have paid more attention to that, but you know, I'm here now. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.